Okay. Andy, thanks for 13 months. That's epic. Whew. Of course, it's been an hour or two since I spoke, and as soon as I start, yawning time. Time to yawn. Yawning time. Okay, well, I'm just double checking a couple things and then we're good to go. My camera looks, you guys can't see it yet, but like I look really far to the side. Can I like, no, that made it worse. Ooh, that made it worse. Oh, okay, we're just gonna leave it where it is. All right, we're back. And we are live, back at it again, with a little bit of Team Fortress 2. How is everybody? Everybody epic? My favorite 19-year-old streamer. Yeah, sure. Work sucked. Yeah. Just had brekkie. It was alright. Well, that's kind of fun. We're coming back to the desert after being in Florida. I am dry. I am dry. I've been glugging water. It's like the back of my throat's dry. I don't know. Had the day off of school, so I'll hang out with your friends. That is epic. Hi, Reeser. Hello, Rin. Hello, Orbital Circuit. Fell asleep? Just gotta lock in. I'm getting sicky? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't feel sicky. Well, that looks better. So, yeah. I mean, I guess let's get into it. How's Post Vacation Blues? Oh, I'm chilling. I am chilling. I was in Disney World. Oh, websites, you gotta stop, man. Disney World was so fun. I love Disney World. I hadn't been in a minute. Anyone got an epic Disney World? Did anyone else think Disney World epic? It had been a long time. Well, that's not true. It had been a long time since I had been to the park without people who had been before. And what's interesting is when you go and people are like, dang, I never really wanted to go because I thought this was like Disneyland. It's not like Disneyland. It's like Disneyland scaled up like 4 or 5 times. Maybe more. Maybe more. Oh, it's different? Oh, it's far larger. Disney World is called that because it's like 4 or 5 theme parks all on a giant private property. It's so large, they have stretches of highway in it. Disneyland is doo-doo in comparison. Yeah, you can always tell when you leave the government, like state-owned highway into the Disney highway, because the Disney highway is way more well-maintained. Which is really funny. Let's get this out of the way at the top, okay? Out of the way at the top. Disney World. Park tier list. Animal Kingdom. Number 1 is Animal Kingdom. 2. Hollywood. Number 3. Epcot. Number 4. Magic Kingdom. Sorry to you Magic Kingdom enjoyers. There you go. Got that out of the way. Well, we'll go into some detail now. Animal Kingdom. Really strong theming. Called Hollywood. It used to be MGM Studios, but now it's called Hollywood Studios. But yes, it's a Hollywood themed park, but really it's not. I'll talk about it. Animal Kingdom, epic. Theming is really strong. It's not just like Africa. There's like different cultural areas, but they're all like animal focused. You know, there's like Asia that has like Tibet and places in it, and there's an African place, and there's James Cameron's Avatar place. Really fun. Animal Kingdom just has a really, really good theming, and I think it has a good layout because there's so many trees in Animal Kingdom on purpose. It blocks more sight lines than normal, so you feel a lot more. It makes the space feel even bigger than it would be otherwise. And it just has fun stuff. It has fun stuff. There are lots of actual animals. There's a safari. Hope I'm doing well. Yes, JS Cows, I'm doing very well. There's the big tree. There are some really fun rides in Animal Kingdom. The James Cameron's Avatar, like the Pandora section, is very, I think, underrated. I don't see people talk about it that often. That shit's awesome. The Flight of Passage ride is so fun. That shit's awesome. And also Everest in Animal Kingdom in the Asia section. That shit rules. Everest is really fun. And for some reason, there was no one on it the day we went. We walked on 3 times in a row. And if my party didn't want to move on, I would have just kept riding it until the park closed. Yeah. That was pretty epic. Everest is very fun. It's a fun ride. I remember when it was being built. It's a giant monstrosity. And it took them forever to finish that shit. An Everest ride? Yep. It's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. And it's very large and big. Very fun. Very fun ride. It's about the Yeti. The evil, scary Yeti. Yeah. We walked on 3 times. It said wait time 10 minutes, and I said score 10 minutes, and then we got in line and just kept walking. And kept walking all the way to the front. And Tip said, yeah, it says 10 minutes because that's as low as it can go. Favorite beast? I like okapis. I liked the tapirs. I liked the elephant. Might be the baby zebra, though. The baby zebra, that shit was lit. Baby-ass zebra. Baby zebra. Little baby. Oh, also, I'm noticing it looks like my curtains are closed. they're actually half open, but the sun goes down at 5 p.m. now, so it's gone. There's just no light. There's just no light to let in. That's it. Copy gives me nostalgia for playing Zoo Tycoon. Me too. Zoo Tycoon. Goated. Yeah. Animal Kingdom. Any other questions about Animal Kingdom? The Pandora section is always really impressive and super cool. The food there is okay. The Starbucks there was not busy at all, so that was nice. I had a quest to get a venti ice mocha at every Starbucks in every park. And I did. Except for Epcot, we didn't go to Starbucks at Epcot. What was number 2? Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios. So here's the thing about Hollywood Studios. I think it has some of the highest highs and some of the highest, or I guess the lowest lows. You're strong? My ass would not drink coffee at Disney? Why? Why? What's wrong with that? I needed the energy to take 20,000 steps. I needed the caffeine or else I would perish. Because it's coffee? It's an iced mocha. It tastes like chocolate milk. That's your best park, Hollywood? Yeah. Your tummy, idiot? I'm stronger. I'm too strong. Also, okay, let's have a little tangent here. Does anyone else get, let's say, very clogged up after traveling on an aeroplane? Yes, yes. So, me too. So, a venti ice mocha to start the day didn't do anything to me. I was literally fine. What was the occasion for traveling? Fun. We had some friends who had never been. What kind of clogged up? You don't poop. You don't poop. I thought sinuses? I mean that too, but I'm talking about poopy. Yeah, we had friends who had never been, not just to Disney World, but also the East Coast, like to Florida. Gotta lie back and pull your knees to your chest like you're trying to help a baby. Oh, yeah, maybe. But it was fine. Hollywood Studios. Okay, so like Hollywood Studios has some of the worst vibes in all of Disney. You walk in, it's like old retro Hollywood theming, you know, the Chinese theater and like kind of film noir looking buildings and things, but they're all old. All that shit is ancient and hasn't been like redone, so it's realistic. Yeah, it's not great. Rancid vibes. And then you walk through past all of that, you get to Toy Story, the Toy Story section. That's awesome. The Toy Story section is awesome. The Slinky Dog kiddie coaster has the longest wait times in the entire park always. It never sunk beneath 90 minutes the entire time we were there. Tim has that app that he uses to keep track of all the times. And I would just ask him, yo, what's the wait on Slinky Dog right now? And he'd be like, bro, it's 90 minutes. It was 120 minutes once. Slinky Dog. It's a roller coaster for children. I wanted to ride it, but we were never waiting in that. The longest wait time we had was for a coaster at Magic Kingdom. 80 minutes. Is Tim the Tom Hiddleston lookalike? If perhaps you mean Tom Holland, then yes. Yeah, we never got to ride Slinky Dog. But Toy Story Land, very good vibes, very fun. But then you go through Toy Story Land, and then you get into the Star Wars section. You get into Galaxy's Edge. You guys didn't get Fast Pass? Nah. Galaxy's Edge has some of, in my opinion, the best vibes in all of Disney World. The theming and immersion is so strong in Galaxy's Edge. So strong. It's so good. It's so fun. Everything is themed. The bottles that the drinks come in, like the plastic bottles that like the Coca-Cola comes in, are themed. They have Star Wars writing instead of in English. They just, you know, all the food, all the set dressing, everything is so good at Galaxy's Edge, which is why Hollywood isn't lower, because it has the worst theming at the start, and then you go up to the best theming at the end, at the back of the park. Galaxy's Edge, super fun. Rise of the Resistance is fun to do, especially for first timers, but it's a bit... It's okay. It's basically a dark ride with a... but which it's fine. It's fine. Rise of the Resistance is fine. It has a really fun, immersive line, but the ride itself is just okay. Well, no, it's better than okay. It's good. Rise of the Resistance is good. Smuggler's Run is just okay. That one's just okay. But it's fun if you, like, ham it up. Hello, I'm Russian. I'm recording how Americans react to Russian music. Let's try it. What is going on? Sorry, not trying that. You can record it. You're not derailing my stream, Mr. Russian bot. And if you're not a bot, then you're still sorry. I'm doing my thing. Interesting. That is interesting though. As an adult, I can never suspend the awareness of there's so much work and money, etc. involved in making this a reality. But that's half the fun. You take it in on the surface level. It's like tasting a wine. You take in the surface level, the very first notes, and then you mull over it. And as you see everything, it's like, dang, like this is really impressive. All the work that goes into this, huh? You know? Is that a goose doing the gritty? What's up, Ratman? What's up, Von Cringe? There's so much work involved with people who are not paid enough to make it enjoyable. As someone who's friends with a cast member and thus has access to many opinions of cast members, the average worker isn't paid enough, but they're having fun. They're enjoying it. You're talking about their enjoyment, right? Not the guest enjoyment. The average worker, I think, is in a good mood there. It's not entirely fake. They stay for the benefits, not the cash? Yeah. Tons of cast members get their schooling completely paid for by the company. And that's like low-level cast member. I'm talking like merchandising, like being a huckster for spinny Mickey Mouse glowing fans. You know? Yeah. Better than I thought? I thought it was basically just retail? No, it's far better than that. Far better than that. The work itself is far worse, but the benefits are far, far better. I only stay at my workplace for the flight benefits, that's it? Well, I mean, could be worse. Having killer cheesecake. I love the cheesecake. Hollywood Studios then also has the Tower of Terror, Poop My Pant. Poop My Pant. And the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is a big ad for the band Aerosmith. Wow, that sure is cool. Tower of Terror, I nearly got off. I was the last person to fully sit down in my seat and then to buckle my seatbelt. I was the one they were waiting on to buckle up before they shut the doors. I nearly didn't get on. And let me be clear, I've been on that ride multiple times before. Fucking hate drop rides. Drop towers, scary. I was fucking sweating like a hog. I haven't been on the Guardians one in Disneyland, but I've been on Tower of Terror plenty. Aerosmith has a ride. It couldn't have been good. Oh, well, that's where you were wrong. Tower of Terror was really scary, but it had a really short wait because everyone hates it. So the Aerosmith coaster is called the Rock and Roller Coaster. It is very, very heavily Aerosmith themed, where an Aerosmith hologram talks to you. And they go, get these guys backstage passes and a stretch limo. Wait, make that super stretch. They're going to be late for the show, though, so we got to get them there fast. And then your limo's like a rocket ship that goes 70 miles an hour in half a second. Do they talk like NPCs? Yes. But Rock and Roller Coaster is about 40 seconds too short, but that shit rules. It's like a launch coaster, and it goes so fast that you can't even put your hands up because you have a giant thing that locks you in. So, like, the most you can manage is, like, whee! You can only pivot at the elbows. Your shoulders can only... You can't. You can't go all the way up. But you were doing that all the day to each other, you bet. There was another guy at back to Animal Kingdom. Flight of Passage has an absolutely the worst actor ever that Tim says a lot of cast members take the piss out of it every time they go on that ride. It's terrible. The Flight of Passage is an awesome ride. The stalling in line when you watch the little videos in small groups, awful. I love rides that do not do twisties and upside down. Well, then you wouldn't like this. Because it goes 70 miles an hour instantly into a loop-de-loop. Made the mistake of not pressing your head against the seat before takeoff and slammed your head against it. Oh, yeah. Do not be doing this. Like, I'm so excited. Like, no, you're like... I'm ready. Oh, and then it also blasts Aerosmith in your ears the whole time with a speaker. I didn't tell you when you went, but the first time I rode Rock and Roller Coaster, I had my Crocs on, not on sports mode, so I almost lost them. You need those to be in sport mode. I'm sad we never got to go to Animal Kingdom when my family went because there was a severe thunderstorm, so they closed the park. Oh, that's so sad. Animal Kingdom rules. It really does. It rules. But Rock and Roller Coaster is my favorite type of coaster where it's a launch coaster. The scariest part of any roller coaster, I think most people would tell you, is the really long, like... before you... If it goes and all the way up instantly, now that's awesome. Oh my goodness. Then that shit rules. It's the suspense that kills it for me in a roller coaster. It's not the heights. It's not the airtime. It's not the speed. It's the suspense. Rock and Roller Coaster, you go insanely fast instantly and go all the way up as high as you go, all the way up a giant loop. But it's just too short. Rock and Roller Coaster is just way too short. That's really it for Hollywood Studios. I mean, the vibes are not great. They're not. I saw a lot of characters. We saw Frozone, Mrs. Incredible. We saw... Not Pluto. We didn't see Pluto there. Kylo Ren, Rey, Chewbacca, Stormtroopers. Y'all should go to Cedar Point. I want to. Was she thick with it? No. She wasn't. Not like you would expect. I just don't love Upside Down for sure. Upside Down is so fun. Upside Down is so fun. When there's 0% of your body that's in the seat, that's so fun. What was third? Epcot. Good vibes. Good vibes at Epcot. Really good vibes. You get to walk around all the countries. The food and wine festival was going on, so it was like a stop every 3 minutes to eat some new little finger food. Yummy. Got some yummy empanadas, some yummy like pastries, some yummy like buns, like meat stuff. All so much food. Epcot was our last park, and it was the day that my bank account sent me a notification because it was just too much. Like $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, like every 5 minutes. It was the food alone makes Epcot worth. I tend to agree. Epcot and just walking around. And the thing that I learned about Epcot is Epcot, if you've never been, if Tim was here, he'd say, think of Epcot as a flower. And you enter in and you go up the stem, and the big giant golf ball, the iconic golf ball is at the base, at the stem. And you go past the golf ball, and then there are a couple things that are the petal, the leaves, and you have guardians and mission space and something I don't remember. And then you go up a little bit more, and there's a big round bit at the top with all the petals, and the petals are the countries. So you walk in a really big circle with all the little countries. Did I see Figment? No, I only saw a statue. I kept an eye out for him, but I didn't see him. Did I go inside the Epcot ball? There is a ride in there. Tim says it is ass. What is it? It's not Mission Space. It's something Earth. Or like Space Earth, or I don't know. It's lame. Did you see Emery Von Cringe? No. It really is the only reason I ever went, because we were trying to do everything there. Yeah, it's really awesome. The Epcot. But I had learned that all of the different cultural places, they import college students who sign up from overseas to work the stores. So Disney is a big on the college program, and college students that are internationals can come work at Disney in their respective country. So like you went to Norway and you go, wow, all these people are so blonde and like beautiful. And it's like, oh, because they're literally Norwegian. Literally. Did you drink Beverly from Club Cool? Oh, don't worry. We'll get to Beverly. There isn't much to say about Beverly, really. We'll just do it right now. Club Cool is an area in Epcot that has a bunch of international like Coca-Cola and like flavors. And there's one from Italy called Beverly. It's not like Coca-Cola Beverly. It's called Beverly. And we didn't know anything about it. And Tim walked us up and he said, 30-second pit stop. There's something we all got to try. And he got some Beverly and handed it. And he said, this is my favorite one. And Tanner took one step. He went, disgusting. Disgusting. Club 23? It might be Club 33. And isn't that the thing that costs $100,000 a year to be in? A person? Beverly is a disgusting drink from Italy. That's a Coca-Cola drink. Disgusting. It's called Beverly. It's rancid. Rancid. We all thought it was disgusting. Tim drank it again. It's not his first time. It won't be his last. Disgusting. What's it taste like? I literally couldn't even describe it. It's disgusting. It just tastes awful. The essence of bitterness itself, yeah, it was just really bitter and just like tastes like shit. Dog water? Literally. And neither had to be something wrong, something that handsome. Someone that handsome? Who, Timpai? Yeah. That's what happens when you don't put Coke in your drinks, literally. Epcot was really fun. We ate a lot. Everyone got a little zooted because the Food and Wine Festival had like different cultural alcohol. And Tim's like, he'd already had a few at this point. Hey guys, Red America, favorite drink in the park here. No, second favorite actually. It's a moonshine drink. Tastes like lemonade. Let's go. And he got it, and everyone got one basically, except for me and Tanner. And it was like a blackberry moonshine drink from the American section. And it was like, and Connor was like, there's alcohol in this? There's a moonshine in this? Like, drank that shit like slurp juice. It was gone. It was gone. There was also barbecue. It was like literally moonshine and barbecue in the American section. Which I think is pretty accurate. Japan was fun. They had taiko drummers out. They had a big koi pond. Japan had a really, really big gift shop. Because I think culturally, I think most Americans would be most interested in Japan than like a lot of other places. So it had a really, really big gift shop. Tim's favorite drink is actually the Ottawa Apple from the Canada section. Google says Beverly is grapefruit rind flavor. That's disgusting. How many games did you go? 4. 1 park a day. The Ottawa what? Ottawa Apple. I don't know what's in it besides apple. What's that? What's that? Oh, fuck, it's that big? Yes. If you've only ever been to Disneyland and liked it, but have never been to Disney World, literally go. It's really, really expensive, but find a way. Make a friend in the cast. Like we did. Actually, we befriended him years before he joined the cast, but... Now, if I ever bring anyone to Disney, they get to steal my Timpai connection, and we get to go in for cheapo. Like, he gets to bring 3 people into the park a day. Any park. A day. For free. Which is pretty cool. He gets discounts on everything. All food. On all resorts. He gets discounts. Like, yeah. It's pretty good. And it's a pretty good discount, too. He gets, like, 40% in all, like, food and gift shops off. And resorts. I think he might even get half off resorts. So, you know, we went to the Crystal store in Germany, and they had a giant Epcot golf ball for $80,000. And he said, 40%? Can make it happen. Only like 50K now. Can make it happen. Yeah. You should see Disney around Christmas. It's fun. They literally had all the Christmas decorations up. Tim said you have 1 day in between Halloween and November 2nd to see the park without Christmas decorations up. What does he do, Tim? He owns Disney World. We call him Tim Pie, but his name is actually Timothy Pate Disney. So, there you go. Eat the rich? Hey, that's my boy Tim Pie. Don't do that to him. crystal store? Is it like a metaphysical store? No. It's like engraved crystal. You know, like the clear, like crystal, like glasses and things? They're like display crystals that they engrave there in store. I do not like the rush from Halloween to Christmas. Connor and Landon didn't either. They said that all the Christmas decorations being up was really ruining the vibe. Oh my god, I got to see Kai. Mr. Kai. It was the first thing we did. We got to see Kai. Oh my god, Kai. I was so happy to see him. Oh, a little baby. Was there extra melon slides? I haven't set it up. I'll do it tomorrow or something. It was so nice to see him. Do I have enough photos to make Kai melon? I think everyone combined probably took enough photos of Kai. What a sweet boy. A big man. Oh, he was just how I remembered. A little freak. He was so happy to see everybody. But he's like happy to always see everyone. A stranger will walk into the home where Kai is, and he will be so excited. But it was so nice to see him. He was more affectionate than I remember. More affectionate. It was so good to see him. Little freak. What kind of dog is Kai? We think he's a Shiba Inu and like Chow Chow mix. Because he has the Shiba Inu like coloring and pattern, but his tail doesn't really curve or like go up. Streaming. You're welcome to come in, but I'm streaming. But he has a purple tongue. Kai. Bet you could slap his sides like a drum? Yeah. He's barrel-shaped. What are you up to, man?
Lumbering around.
Lumbering around?
Yes, sir.
Starting to get hungry? Is that why you're in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got the best ingest in like an hour. So I'll be eating then. So I'm actually just starving myself.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
I wish I didn't throw all that candy.
Do you want a couple Tootsie Rolls?
Whoa, where?
They're on the floor. I have to hide them. I have to make them inconvenient for me to get.
Yippee!
Can you pass me a couple?
No, it needs to be inconvenient, asshole.
Yeah, but you're down there.
No, it needs to be inconvenient. You just said.
Yeah.
I'm not doing your bidding. Hey, did you show them these yet?
No, I forgot about them because they were on the floor, which is how they should be. Oh. That's the worst way to open. Stop, man!
It's hard to open.
You're dropping it all over me. Stop! Oh, I caught that one. Okay. I got sour fruit chews. They're the fruit Tootsie Rolls, but the sour version. And they're in a bag on the floor. Bye. So that I have to. They're subtly sour. They're not that sour. I could just keep eating them. They're really not that sour. It's probably because they're old. But they're yummy. But I'm keeping them on the floor so that I can't just reach and grab one. I have to like. You just walk in, cause mild chaos, and leave. That's normal. Tootsie Roll flavor texture is one of your least favorite. See, that's opposite for me. I like it because it's like tasty wax. Something to chew on. I like chewing on stuff. Yeah, those are really good. Brother has a drawer on wheels under his desk that he stores his snacks in. That's dangerous. That's why it's a no bueno for you? Grow up. Where were we? Tim Pie? Kai. Big beast. Honestly, shocked he's still alive. We have no idea how old he is. I think they estimated he was 1 at the shelter when we got him, like, years ago. But, that shelter was kind of whack. I don't think they took very good care of him there. It was in Mississippi, which I'm pretty sure is the least educated state in the Union. and the most ratchet, I'm sure. Sorry to any Mississippians. But he had like a rash and like fleas and heartworm when we got him. From a shelter that was supposedly taking care of the dogs. Regardless, he's fine. He's fine. It's been years. Heartworm is crazy because I thought they're supposed to, like, the point of being in a shelter is they treat dogs for that kind of shit. But, yeah. But, it was very good to see him. It's awful. We've told the story countless times now. We always say that Kai is still alive because he siphoned the soul of that guy who we saw die in a car accident on our way to get him. Yeah, Kai is a warlock. The guy lives on in Kai. Huh? I've told the story multiple times. The guy in front of us was going 95, no seatbelt, swerved, was going behind a truck, nearly rear-ended the semi. So he swerved, and he rolled his car like 8 times out the he went out the windshield. Because, no seatbelt. We were the car behind him. Kai's empty husk was filled with another soul, literally. Is that wrong of you to laugh? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with joking about the dead as long as it's like... I'm not going to say it's in good taste, but as long as it's not like an offensive joke as in like sex, race, gender kind of things that people tend to find are really bad taste about people you don't know. Like those things, I'm not saying you can't joke about them, but you typically need like some kind of familiarity with said group and or people to do it well. But if it's just like generally like somebody died, I think that's like... Joke also has to be funny. True. Bottom line, always. Bottom line, it has to be funny. But yeah. But yeah, it was great to see Kai. We all came in, and Kai isn't the type to like wait at the door. Because he didn't... I'm not sure if maybe he can't hear well enough. But he didn't know we were here until everyone was in and taking their shoes off. And I laughed at the fact he said Kai siphoned his soul. Yeah, but we're like... Yeah. We're laughing at the fact that that man died and Kai siphoned his soul. And Kai, Tim is like, oh, here he comes. And you can hear him like, down the stairs. And he's like, as Kai walks weird, because he's really barrel-shaped. And there he was. As beautiful as the day I lost him. God, I miss having a dog in the home of my residence. I miss it, man. He was beautiful. And don't get me wrong, Kai's not like overweight or like really fat. He might be slightly overweight. He just is built like a barrel. He has giant rib cage, and he just doesn't have too much of hip. Like his hips are also a bit wide. He's just big. He's just built really weird. He's not super muscular or thin by any means, but he's not like obese. Tim takes pretty good care of him. He's just big. Like you can wrap your whole like imagine you're putting someone in a headlock. Like you got a bunch of space under there when you get Kai under when you're trying to like hold him like a watermelon almost. He's big. Dang. I don't know what it is. 4 days off of the gym, and I was feeling cooked today, but I was looking big for some reason. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it was great to see Kai. Love him so much. His weird purple tongue, where if you put your hand by his snout long enough, he'll kind of stick it out like a lizard. Weird freak. Weird freak. Probably vacation gains. All I did was eat food and walk. I didn't do any lifting on the vacation. Not an ounce. Yeah, I love Kai. It was so good to see him. And he makes weird like grunting noises. He, like, can't breathe well sometimes for some reason. I don't know. He's fine. Yeah. Only sometimes does he make weird breathing noises. I don't know. He also sheds like a motherfucker. I forgot about that about him. He sheds like a motherfucker. So much. More than Crosby. He sheds so bad. Holy moly, he sheds bad. Really bad. Old boys get the old man snore? Yeah, it's probably just because he's a little older. He was a shedding like a bitch. Had to give him the old 1-2 for getting hair all over me. But yeah, great to see Kai. Great to see Tim Pie. Oh, I love Tim. We miss him so much every time he's not, like... We always forget how fun it is to have Tim around because it's been long enough since we'd seen him. Like, I think it's been... Well, we saw him at AX. Before that, it had been 8 months. But yeah. Love Tim Pie. Love, love, love Tim Pie. I guess then the last park on the list. Disney's Magic Kingdom. Walt Disney was kind of obsessed with, like, Americana. So Magic Kingdom's, like, Main Street is a very, like, old school Americana. And it's just fine. It's fine. It has pretty good vibes. It's fucking packed. You got the big castle in the distance. You have, you know, the big Main Street. There's a fucking parade and streamers and... It's fine. Rides at the Magic Kingdom. It's got Tiana's River Adventure or whatever, which is the log ride. You got Pirates of the Caribbean, the tuberculosis water. Maple, thanks for 7 months. That's epic. Has it really been that long since I started playing Final Fantasy? Damn. Or were you here before then? I don't think you were. You got the Speedway or whatever. You got Space Mountain. Space Mountain's a classic. Feels like shit because it's so old anymore, but it's still fun. Space Mountain's good. The new coaster there, Tron. Tron. Pretty good. Pretty good. Too short. Too freaking short, Disney. Too short. Too short. But it's like, the carts are like motorcycles that you lean, you sit on them like you would a motorcycle, but like a sport bike, so your knees are forward and you're really lean forward, and it's a launch. It's like, wow, and you like go fly. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, the Tron coaster. That was fun. That was fun. I liked it. It was a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm glad I'm a skinny legend, because you sit on the thing and you pull the handlebars towards yourself, and as you do so, because they're hyperextended, so you lean forward and grab them and you pull them a little bit in, a little like plate comes up from the back and then slams your lumbar into place so that you're tight. It might not be very comfortable for people who have a rib cage or an ass or titties, perhaps. But for me, I was okay. But it was a bit like it squeezes your ass in there. It's not like, it doesn't really slam, but it gently but firmly comes up and presses your lower back. You don't got a rib cage? No, I got my ribs removed for reasons. Tron was good. Too short, though. Just like Rock and Roller Coaster, it was like literally like 20 seconds, 30 seconds too short. Oh, I missed the coaster at Epcot. Guardians of the Galaxy. That ride rules. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, might be the best coaster at Disney World. That shit rules. It's so long. It's so fast. It has a really fun gimmick. Did I ride Space Mountain? Yep. Space Mountain is fine. But Guardians is so good. I'd forgotten. I'd only been on it once before. I'd forgotten how good it is. If you ever go on Guardians, when you get to the front of the line, request to go in the back. You'll have to wait 2 or 3 more trains, but it's worth it. Getting in the back at... Okay, so the thing about Guardians, the carts can rotate about 90 degrees in either direction during the ride, but really, they can also rotate a full 180 degrees. So when you sit in the back, it's really the front when you go. So you start going and it's in the back, and then once the ride is about to launch you, everyone's cart spins 180 degrees. So now you're in the front for the launch, and that's where you want to be. And it launches your ass. And it goes so fast, and it's so dark, and it's blaring old school rock and roll, and you're like, wow, wow, and it's so fun. And then there's a lot of vortexes in Guardians, and you eventually, because you eventually end up in the back again. And being in the back of the train is where you want to be on a vortex, because it really increases the G-force. And so you're at the front during the launch and in the back during the vortexes. It's so fun. Your ass gets slammed into that seat because you have the weight of the rest of the coaster pulling you through the loop. Oh, Guardians is so good. And it is such a long ride. Such a long ride. It's so long. Really fun. Love that ride. That ride is so good. It goes on forever. But yeah, it was really fun. I won't talk too much more about it. At least before we swap over to disassembling a miniature, because I want to get that done. Living in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave. It's Mojave. We're locking that in. The Mojave, and then I said Mojave. Living in the desert, where Fallout New Vegas takes place. I had forgotten how bad humidity is. Atlanta has near to the levels of the humidity that Orlando does. It's not as bad, but it's close. And I lived there for 23 years. I lived in Vegas for 18 months. Going to Orlando after living in like 15 to 25% humidity to 90%, it is so bad. Orlando is so bad. I was cooking. We were all sweating like pigs at 9 a.m. It was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. Ugh. You feel sweaty and sticky always. Must have had so much frizz. Yeah, I was curling like crazy at the ends. It was so bad. I hated it. It was so bad. And, you know, our friends who were with us hadn't been there ever in that kind of climate. And they're like, you know, you guys always told us that the desert is better than the southeast coast because the humidity, you know, you can't get away from it. It cooks you. It does. It's so bad. They were like, oh yeah, I'll take my 115 degree summers anytime over this. It was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, it was really fun. I had a great time. Great time. Always great to see Tim, to see Kai. Disney Springs, we went to a few restaurants there, really fun. I gorged myself on bread rolls. If anywhere gave free bread, if they brought bread unprompted, I know the bread's free, alright? So anytime we were done and the waiter came by, can I get some more bread, please? A little more, thanks. Love bread. I love like really good like dinner rolls. Oh, when they give plenty of like butter. Oh my god, they had like some brown sugar and cinnamon butter spread at that place. They had normal butter in that one. It literally tasted like it turned into a dessert. That brown sugar and cinnamon butter. Oh, it was so good, and it was so fresh. It was piping hot when they bring it to the table. Oh, it was so good. Show dog. I mean, I'll have to... Let's see. I have to send myself the pictures of Kai. We had a Discord group chat that we were all sharing pictures in, so there should be some in there too. Anonymous, thank you for gifting Tyrion. Okay, now I go into that Discord, and I have to download all of these. Save image. Yup. Save image. Okay. And now I go into OBS. You got some shower explaining to do? Care to elaborate? What? Well, I'm setting up the slideshow. Elaborate. Oh. Casper, thanks for the raid, buddy. Oh, there's Kai. Okay, hold on. We're setting up the slideshow. We're getting there. I can pay attention in just 1 second. I just have to add like 5 images. Casper, I hope you had fun talking about your trip. And I hope you had fun on your trip. I'm glad you survived. Horse, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Let's go. Hello, Stinky? This cat guy said you were gross? I mean, I guess it's good that everyone's here so I can defend myself. So what, Casper was probably talking about our showering habits. Had some opinions about showering at night. Dreamy, thank you. Can't believe you're stinky. Literally not. We'll just put him right here for now. Okay. So showering at night versus morning, okay? Okay. So let's poll the room real quick. Who of you guys normally shower at night? Do a poll? I don't want to run a poll, bro. It's so annoying. Okay, poll time. Exclamation point, poll. Right? Is that how I do this? Or is it slash? It's slash. Poll, right? Open up a setup menu to create a poll. Okay, question. Morning or night shower? Morning, night, both. Duration, 1 minute. Start. At the end, the both counts are gonna probably just be discarded. I don't know. I don't know why I put both. As long as your outdoor clothes don't touch your bed, I don't give a fuck. We'll talk about it once the poll is over, for sure. In the meantime, I'm gonna have another. Again, I'm storing them under my desk, so it's obnoxious to get to them. I have Tootsie Roll fruit chews. Some places in America do not allow you to shower twice a day due to how crispy the water is. Okay. Okay. So, to preface everything, if I feel gross and disgusting, I will shower no matter what time it is. Let me preface that. If I sweat through my clothes, or I got dirty, or whatever, okay? I will shower whenever. Let me preface that. I bet you that wasn't said. There was a day on this trip where I showered immediately after getting in at night. Because it was a disgusting day. We were all disgusting. Full day at Disney. Our day at Animal Kingdom was rainy. It wasn't that hot. I didn't really get gross. I didn't sweat a ton or anything. I didn't have sweat marks on my... Nothing. I was okay. I didn't feel gross. My hair, I had washed that morning. So it was okay. You might say, oh, well, you're about to get in your bed and you haven't showered. Let me give you this one. Night showerers. Oh, it was still humid. I just wasn't disgusting. I'm used to humidity. It was a day I didn't get really gross. How clean do you think your bed is? Morning, like night showers. Do you think that saves you? I think it shouldn't matter when you shower. Your showering habits shouldn't dictate how clean your bedding is. Your bedding should be clean because you wash it often. So I don't think that's should be part of it at all. You're gonna get in your bed after not... Yeah, I am. I am, actually. I don't feel dirty. I'm getting in bed, bro. I'm sleepy. So, my argument for morning showering. You get up. You're really sleepy. Your sinuses are a bit... They've settled and are weird because you've been sleeping. It's all settled weird in your head. Your probably throat is dry. Your hair is really oily because you've been laying it on it. You get in the shower. You clean up. You feel amazing afterwards. Amazing. Especially if at the end of your shower, you turn it a little bit cold. It's goated. It's goated. Anonymous, thanks for gifting Firezilla. Whoever you are, Anonymous. Firezilla, though, you could have done better. No thanks. All I'm saying. Pretty good. And again, I want to emphasize, if there was any day when I was especially gross, I would have showered at night. Even if I showered that morning. However, we were talking about crispy water. Florida, of all the places I've ever been, has up there with the worst water for, like, bathing water. It smells weird. It's, like, really minerally. Like, my hair always feels, like, it never feels clean. Like, no matter how many times I have my hair completely wet and I'm trying to run my hands through my hair to make sure I get everything all the way to the roots, it never, ever feels like I've soaked my hair enough. Ever. Ever. It always feels grainy and, like, my hair dries so quick. I feel like it never soaks enough because it's really hard water. It's weird. Don't like it. Don't like it. So I definitely don't want to just wash my hair, like, even soak my hair twice. Washing it, sure, once every other day, or even every day if we were, but, like, it was gross. It was really gross. Here in Vegas, our water is really good. Lake Mead, coming in clutch. But yeah, that's my whole take on the shower thing. I feel like hotel water, it's like that everywhere, but Florida water has got to be the worst. It's up there. A place that had really, really bad water, unexpectedly, Boston. Suburban Boston, like in Massachusetts, has a lot of well water. Really bad. Really bad. Can you chuck us a Tootsie? Lemon, cherry, watermelon, blueberry, or orange? 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 Okay. Orange. There you go. You're only getting one. That's it. That's it. Thanks, man. That hurt. Sorry. I didn't get a single souvenir. Didn't get a single souvenir while I was there. I didn't buy anything to keep. Which I think is fine. Actually, well, I mean, I bought clothes. Because Disney Springs has a really lit Uniqlo. Really good Uniqlo there. I got clothes. I'd show them, but they are in the wash. Oh, I didn't talk much about these Kai pictures. They're all from the same day. Probably within minutes of each other. So if you're going, wow, Kai sure can look really different. Yeah, he morphs moment to moment. This is all from the same, like, 5 to 10 minute spread. God, he's a freaklet, man. He likes to do that thing where he'll start by pressing up against you, and then you'll start petting him, and then he'll stick his butt in the air, and as his butt goes higher, his chest gets lower, and he'll eventually just topple over because he throws himself off balance. And then that's when you get that picture of him, like, looking up. He was, like, looking up at the camera on his side. It was after that. That's a handsome picture of him. He went and got that toy from upstairs. That one, I think he's barely standing. And then I think the next one, yep, now he's on the floor. Do you think he's shifting between the souls in his body? He might. Is he a Shiba? He's part Shiba. But, I mean, look at that. That's no Shiba Inu I've ever seen. That looks like a goat. Or a cow. Andy, thanks for the 5 gifted. And he doesn't have his tongue out in any of these, or his mouth open, but he does have, not Tom being sniped. Oh my god, Tom getting sniped. He loves that shit. he does have a purple tongue, like a chow. But, yeah. He's very cute. Because Shiba Inus don't have purple tongues, normally, right? At least I don't think so. But, yeah. Kai. We'll, make him a little smaller and leave him up, I guess. Okay. I think I'm gonna swap over to the miniature part, but we can definitely keep talking. So while I'm swapping, everybody, think of things you want to talk about. Questions? Any topics? Is that a new dino? Yes. It is a Tyrannosaurus. I spent $35 at a round 1 trying to get it and out of a crane machine, and I got so frustrated that I spent $35 and didn't get it that I went on eBay and bought it for $12. So there you go. It's the same line as my Dilophosaurus that's back there. That's so sad. I know. I know. I mean, I could go... Actually, guys, I was going to get up and go get it. The waistline on these pants is a bit blown out. I got these pajama pants. They're Star Wars pajama pants. I think I might have gotten them when I was 12. For reference, I'm now 29. They're a bit blown out. So, I don't think I'm going to get up because you can't put belts on pajama pants. So I think instead, we're going to go over to hand cam. Here's what they look like. They're Star Wars. They got the Death Star on them. I mean, they don't fall down, but they're not great. They're not great. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna swap real quick, guys. So, give me the usual 30 seconds. Wow, look at a bit red. I don't think I burned. And honestly, I said earlier I think I might have gotten a very subtle farmer's tan from wearing a t-shirt. I don't think so. I don't think so. And also, for all you sunscreen truthers out there, I didn't put on a single drop the entire trip. Didn't even burn. So I guess I'm a little bit different. No wonder I'm all red. I'm also red because I just got bad skin. If you go look at the other, you guys have looked at me before. You guys, it's not because so you don't burn. It's because of the cancer. I think I probably still spend at least 40 to 50% less time in the sun than the average person. Say that when you look 50 at 30, I don't think I'm going to look 50 in 1 year. I don't even think I look 25. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay, 1 second, guys. As usual, it only takes a second to swap over. just like that, we swapped over to another land that's full of paint and dried up texture paste. I did forget to get my chat though, so I gotta make sure to get you guys up. And chat. Okay. I knocked some things over, so I'm picking them up. Okay. So if anybody remembers the Gene Stealer, the Mouse Rain Gene Stealers we did last week? This is the Mouse Drain Alpha, which you might notice is a little bit different looking than most of the models we've ever done. I think there might only have been one other set of models that we've done that comes like this. This is a resin model, and the only ones I can think of that you guys would have seen me do were the giant rats. You guys remember those long ago? The giant rats? So this is going to be a little bit more annoying than normal. And I will now attempt to open this blister pack without injuring myself. Remember when I cut myself last week over the top of my finger? It's mostly, you can't really see it now. Where's my knife? There it is. Oh, actually, I learned this, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I learned this embarrassingly recently, at least about these blister packs, okay? There's a pull tab to get you started. See? And now I can just pry at it like a child. And no knife required. You know how normally that you would like really tear at this? That's it. It's open now. Okay. Don't need that one. Instructions. Wow, those are embarrassingly bad. And let us try to carefully extricate. It looks like a lot of pieces have fallen off of the sprue, which isn't that abnormal for these, so we won't worry about it as long as they're all present. This is a very new resin kit, so it should be a higher quality than a lot of GW resin kits are normally known for. Here are the pieces that fell off, I think. Why aren't all blisters like that? I don't know. But I learned about that really recently, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of genius. They start it for you. This one's also missing a piece, but it's okay. Is this the piece? It could be. Okay. Well, that is everything. It doesn't appear like we are missing anything. So I won't fret. Not yet, at least. Right away, you'll notice stuff like this. Let's try to find a good example. I saw one earlier, and now I'm trying to find it again. Do you see on that finger, you can see some of the mold. It has like a little burr. Some extra, I guess, flashing almost. You gotta trim all of that off of all of these. All of these nails have it. You can see them. It's like a little tube. And it has something, I'm sure, to do with the resin injection. So, we're going to try to go around and clean all that kind of stuff up before we do anything else. Which means I'm especially going to get a new blade and be extra careful with it. Because you want a clean blade to give a clean cut. Really? Why won't this open? Where's my pull tab? Is this my last blade? No, I think this is 2. No, it's 1. Well, I went through those real fast. I probably change my blade more often than I need to, but I would rather change it too much than too little. think I'm tightening this. No. And why isn't it opening? Open up! Hello? Open up, please. There you go. So, before I even look at the instructions, I'm going to try to go to every model, every piece rather, and trim these little bits off. They'll be all over, and I got to be really careful. Because this might be resin, and you'd think it would be harder than the plastic, but it's actually both softer and more brittle than the plastic. So I got to be really careful when doing this. I'll leave for a second. Once all this is the Gene Stealer Mouse Strain Alpha. Ooh. Okay. So now that we've settled in, did you dipshits come up with anything to talk about? That was your homework. Nah? Oh no. Don't tell me that's my job. Remove shims highlighted in red. Okay. So, that's a first for me, but I haven't done a lot of these. You see, on this piece, they have a shim in the hollow section to make sure that this goes right. You could almost see it. It's way thinner. It's translucent almost. And I gotta cut all those out too. Did I miss all the Disney talk? Yeah, unfortunately. I tend to be really fast when I talk about stuff. But you're welcome to ask any questions about it. I don't care retreading it. What size was this shim? Yeah, it goes all the way. So the Tower of Terror photo with Connor. Yeah, what about it? Was it spontaneous? My eyes were closed and my mouth was open because I was screaming in terror. That wasn't a fun scream. That was I'm scared for my life scream. And my hands were up because I told myself that no matter how scared I was, I would put my hands up. Because I'd never put my hands up on that ride. I've always death gripped the handles. I didn't know what Connor was doing for the photo. So I guess it was technically spontaneous, but I think it's framed a little bit differently than what people think. They're like, oh, look, Reese is having so much fun. Wee! No, I was afraid for my life. My yells, I would call them yells. They were like genuine, like yelling out of fear on Tower of Terror compared to like any other ride where I'm going like, woohoo, yeah, woo! You know? Tower of Terror, I was genuinely afraid for my life. Always am. Again, I've ridden that ride before. You weren't clogged up anymore? That's what I was telling them. I was like, Tim, be honest. How often do they have to mop up the seats on rides like this? And he goes, not as often as you think, but often enough. And I said, well, where they're about to, you might as well put the call in. That tower do be terrifying. I hate it. I hate drop towers. It's not that I don't necessarily hate the feeling in my stomach. I know people say that they don't like to go on them, not because of the heights or because of the speed or whatever. They don't want to go on it because of that feeling. I don't mind the feeling for me, it's that the feeling is indicative of like free fall, and that's what I don't like. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of going really fast down a hill. I'm afraid of falling to my death. Yeah. I've heard the Guardians one is scarier. Like it's a quote-unquote better drop tower. The one at Disneyland. Did I talk about Culver's? Oh, I actually didn't. Yeah, we took our friends to Culver's who hadn't been. And oh boy, do I miss Culver's. That shit was so dank, bro. That shit is so dank, but it's so good. God, it was so good. You know how the famous, the famous historian and philosopher, I think it was what, Logan Paul, that he likes his cheese drippy. I like my burgers drippy, bro. They gotta be fucking juicy and greasy, bro. And that Culver's double butter burger was dripping, bro. That shit was gas. It always is. I love Culver's. Love Culver's. I didn't get an opportunity to go to Portillo's, which may be a bit sad, but that's okay. Butterburger sounds tasty. Yeah. They're just like smash burgers that are like extra fucking buttery and juicy and yummy and greasy and disgusting and awful for you. And they sure do taste yummy. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer my ground meat to be like smashed. I don't like a really thick patty because I don't really like the texture of ground beef that much. But ground beef, when smashed and compressed, I think, at least for me, removes a lot of that yucky texture. Is it on brioche? I don't know what kind of buns Culver's uses. They're good though. I like meat that's thick when it's a steak to a point, but ground beef especially, I don't like to be super thick. It's just unappealing. A bit yucky, if you will. I don't like brioche buns. Brioche can be bad, but I think generally it's good. Chick-fil-A's brioche is dog water. I can tell you that for free. Trying to figure out what these connection points are and like what is flash. Sunday meatballs and meatloaf. Not really a fan of either of those things. No, not really a fan. And I know as someone who's partially Italian, not liking meatballs very much has left me with many a glare at family gatherings, especially as a scrawny boy. Come on, eat some more meatballs. No, I think I'm all right. What do you mean you're not gonna have any more? I'm sorry, man. I just don't want any more. Relax. Casper also talked about Boathouse. What did I... he and I both got a roasted chicken, which was very good. It was a roast chicken breast, broccolini, carrots, very yummy. We also got a side. I don't remember what it was, though. Oh, it was red potatoes. They were like little red potatoes. Those were so good, actually. I was munching. They were so buttery and peppery and salty. Mmm. They were like, I like when you have those, like, potatoes that they're so soft that you can kind of crush them against the roof of your mouth. You put them on your tongue and, like, smash them yourself. Mmm. I love little potatoes. I love potatoes generally. I think it's nearly impossible to make a potato not yummy. Broccolini with cattuccine. Yeah. And obviously I didn't partake, but I was told that the cocktails there were very good. Our table had a good sampling of them. What a privilege having a meal with an anime catboy. It's not as cool as you think. Not as cool as you think. Now, if we had Meow's #1 agent, then maybe I'd reconsider, but he's only second best. Does anyone really care about the second best? You know, boy, when I was raised, second is only the first loser. You heading out, brother?
Yeah. Taking your brush for a bit.
Okay. We're just about done cleaning this boy up, and then we have to chop him off of his supports and do more cleaning. Isn't that fun for us?
Later, I'll text you when we're doing our cane or something.
Yep. Okay. Is the #1 Linguini? I literally couldn't tell you who the #1 Meow agent is. I don't know. Squeaky Door? Yeah. If you can believe it, about 8 months ago, Connor left his hairbrush in Tokyo. And guess whose hairbrush he's still using to this day? For reference, he bought the exact same hairbrush as me because he liked my brush. They sell them at Target. I mean, it's a good brush, but I'm not going to say it's some kind of expensive, crazy thing. It's just a brush. I'm trying to find all the pieces of his head. Is this a piece? Oh, this is his tongue. We do need that. Trying to find his bottom jaw. I don't know where it is. Is that it? I don't know. I gotta be careful on some of these really tiny pieces. Because like I said, it's both softer and more brittle than the plastic. So I had to be careful. It snaps more than it bends. They make stuff out of resin that they're not going to produce much out of because it's I think far cheaper to produce this way. Sharing hairbrushes is a no-no for me. Get your oils out of my teeth. Your toothbrush? What are you talking about? Do you mean like the tooth of your brush? Because I guess brushes do have teeth. The teeth of the brush. It's a little, I don't know. He and I are a bit different. It's different when you're twins. Everything tends to be. I don't really care about that. Though my hair is generally a lot more oily than his, so it's really my oils getting into his hair. Were the new Mary-Kate and Ashley? When we were like 4, we used to say that we would marry them one day. Because they were, you know, the only other twins we knew in our entire life. Definitely. I know I always talk about it at every assembly stream. Always dry fit your shit, but especially with these resin ones, because you can't use plastic glue. So I'm only using super glue here, and so like you gotta make sure that shit's gonna fit before you glue it, because there's not really any undo button here. Your dad was using your hairbrush without you knowing, and he's a fisherman? What the hell? I don't mind sharing brushes and stuff like that, like hairbrushes, but like let somebody know, for sure. Okay, we have his head assembled. Now, the big piece that it wants me to do is his torso. So we gotta find all the pieces. This is his rib cage. It was really fun. I mean, I'm not gonna say I needed a vacation. I really didn't. I just like having fun. Who doesn't like having fun, you know? And then, real soon, I have to travel again to see my mom. And while it'd be really nice to see her and her dogs, it's going to be really, really annoying to travel so close together. Especially because where she lives doesn't have any direct flights from Vegas. So I gotta fly all the way basically back to Orlando, have a layover, and then fly back towards Vegas to land at the airport closest to my mom. And wow, that's really fun for me to do a week after a 4-long Disney trip. 4-day long, I should say. But I haven't seen her in a while, and I've not seen her new place, and I haven't met one of her dogs, and you know, I need. It's Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving trip, you know. I gotta go. I forget you guys do Thanksgiving. We're America. We started Thanksgiving. Didn't we? Is Nikki pregnant yet? It seems like maybe some people had missed the update, because I didn't really, I guess broadcast it anywhere, because it's not really like something that I would do that to. Like, hey guys, here's an update on my mom's dog's pregnancy. No, she didn't conceive. It was a failed pregnancy. So they're gonna try again. in the new year? Because a dog, you know, can't just get pregnant. You know, it's not like they have that many opportunities. So in the new year, they will try again. These resin minis make a freaking mess. Which is so much fun for me to have to clean up later. That's so awesome. Don't breathe in? Oh. Uh-oh. All these big sprue anchors I've just been eating after I'm done cutting them off. Should I not be doing that? I can never see myself using a scalpel like you. It's technically not a scalpel. Actually, it's a hobby knife. It's an X-Acto. It is basically a scalpel, though. You just gotta... I talked about it before. You just gotta... Small motions. Small motions. You push from behind the knife blade. You don't move your wrist. It's not a slice. It's more of a carving. You want to make sure that you push from behind the blade so that you have complete control over the fulcrum and the amount of pressure and all that. Even so, I mean, you guys have seen me slip up. It happens. But that's also why you want to make sure you have a nice new blade, because then when you slip up, you are cutting yourself in a nice way. And by nice, I mean clean. A nice smooth cut that will heal well and do well under a band-aid. And this piece, I think, connects to this one. Like this? Yeah, that looks right. And then this one, it goes underneath, I think. It flips upside down. You have the two sockets. This points towards the stomach. Here. Does this go in here? Oh God. Oh, here. Yeah. And then here. Like this. Like this. This is annoying and difficult. How much to replace the blade? You can get a pack of blades real cheap. Real cheap. If you want to be really cheap, you can get like a pack from like, you know, some on Amazon from some Chinese manufactorum for like 50 blades for like $3. It's just a sharpened shiv of steel. It's really not expensive. Yeah, it doesn't cost much and it's easy to do. So it's always, you don't need to replace the handle basically ever, but definitely if you feel like it's been a while since you replaced the blade, it probably has been. So you should do it. Blade replacement, point redeem, bro, I'd go through 50 blades a stream. Oh, I missed one of the shims. I thought I cleared all of these. I guess not. There we go. So these are fitting together how they should, but I wasn't liking the way that next piece was going together with them. This one. It didn't seem right. Like, that seems close. We're close. Okay. I would go insane on it. You'd have to ban me. Well, then I guess I'll never do it. Why would I put that redeem in if I have to ban frequent chatters for abusing it? That'd be so... I would have to buy literally like 500 blades just for the first stream. Because I know a lot of you guys have a zillion points banked up. We're good folk. Could have fooled me. So this thing and this thing go together here? Here? Or was it the other way? No, it was here. Like that. It looks like it'll go, so I'm just gonna start. I hope it works out. 173k? Holy frick. 288? Yeah. If I ever add any redeems, I'm cooked. Bedtime. Bye, Mog. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it's so close to going together. I see how it needs to. It's just hard. Not having access to plastic glue makes this so hard. And you gotta be really careful not to use too much super glue, or else you'll glue your fingers. A betting stream can distribute the wealth? What are we betting on? Really? Why isn't this sticking? I just put more glue. Oh, I can feel my fingers almost sticking now. Gotta be careful. Oh, almost. We're almost there. Now, what was stopping them? Is there, like, flash? Did something get stuck? A little bit of flash. It's in place. I just have to hold it. We're almost there. Really? As soon as I let go, it fell? Not like this. Fine. I'll hold you longer, mother fricker. I could feel that it's in place. You could definitely feel its socket. So... Really? It keeps coming right off. That's quite frustrating. Is this ring from the Ren Fair? No, I got this ring 10.5 years ago when I graduated high school. My mom bought it on Etsy from a Polish silver jeweler whose name I never knew. Did Connor get one? He didn't want one. He wasn't who he is now. Iconic ring, thank you. It is nice. Ring with lore, true. Okay, now that this is setting, I am now going to set it right here and not touch it again. Stay there, friend. The other piece that I needed was a big piece. It was, this one. So we'll start cleaning this up. Offer right rat, the foresight. This might come as a shock, but it might be R for Reese. No freaking way. I know. When I graduated high school, I think I went to Red Lobster. Yeah, I wanted a class ring, but they were both too gaudy and too expensive for my mom, which is very understandable. So in secret, she had gone and found something else suitable to my tastes. This is a weird piece that I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to be getting it into place. When GW says only buy these resin models if you're 15 and up, they mean that shit. Because there is a lot of work that you got to do on these resin pieces. So I know that this goes here. So it almost fits. Why resin? It's cheap. These are resin because they don't produce many of these. Because this is a character for one of their games that gets a fraction of the player base of their normal games. And resin is toxic, where plastic is not. Resin is a lot harder to repair. You need super glue. Yeah. Got my diploma via drive-through. The pandemic was rough. Is that real? Is that true? Because I got my diploma in 2014, so we were a little bit, you could say, ways out from the pandemic. Had a drive-by school graduation. What the hell? No way that's true. I'm being trolled. This is an annoying piece. I was literally in shock too. That is so crazy. Like, do what you gotta do, but like, surely there's a little bit more ceremony that you can do so that people, you know, aren't like, so they have something. Oop. I wish I enjoyed school more. That shit was not it. I mean, does anyone enjoy undergrad? I guess maybe college can be enjoyable, but I don't know if anyone enjoys high school. Let alone anything before that. College is definitely better in some ways. I would say in most ways. 2013 high school graduation was not it. Tell me why the valedictorian wanted to throw in lyrics from Thrift Shop. Bro, it was whack. I was 2014. It was just whack. It was fucking Oppa Gangnam Style and Thrift Shop was all the rage back then, man. Fucking goofy. Okay, it says his head goes here, so if I put it on, will it go? Does it not look like shit? Yeah. We're getting there. fussing with it to try to get it at a slightly okay angle. But now there's a gap, so it's hard. There might just be a gap. That's the thing about these resin things is, again, just like plastic, these things aren't machined in a way like the plastic guys are. Ooh, I am undoing him. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, knocked my clippers off my desk. Where do you think you're going? 2014 graduation? Yes? In high school? I graduated 2014? Is there something wrong with that? Shit, it took me forever to get this piece, and then I fucking pried it off. And now my fingers are sticky, so the piece is pulling off every time I remove my hands. We're the same age, so it's odd. Connor and I moved halfway through a school year, so we did 1.5 years, I think, of first grade. Bro, this really doesn't want to stick anymore. Naruhodo, yeah. Naruhodo indeed. This is a pain in my ass, this model. It'll be cool when it's done, but for now, it's a pain in my ass. Like, please stick. I've applied so much super glue to you. Please stick. Like, I don't understand why you're not sticking. So you just stay right there now. Oh. Dang, I'm starting to like lock in. This is more arduous than I was expecting. I mean, this is why they don't produce a lot of these. They don't sell a lot of these, rather. because they're obnoxious. But we ball, we'll get it done. Oh, you just unglued for me, huh? Again? You just unglued again for me? Thank you. That's so fun, actually. I'm really glad you did that. Piece of shit, motherfucker. All the other pieces glued generally without complaint, but this one piece is really not wanting to go. And I refuse to use super glue accelerant on this. I shouldn't have to. And the accelerant can cause it to frost up really bad, and I don't want that to happen. And also, it stinks. I hate using the accelerant. It makes my room smell like cherries in a bad way. Okay, so you stay there, propped up. Yeah, I have accelerant right here, but I don't want to use it. Okay, what's next? You take the pipe. Okay, so we are doing the basing. How can cherries be smelt in a bad way? I don't know, but it really does smell like really like caustic cherry smell. I don't know how else to describe it. And then it says take one of his feet. Which one? I think it's this one. And you glue this onto the pipe this way. Yes. And like I'm trying to use as little glue as possible, because super glue, unlike the plastic glue, actually takes up space. And so you don't want to create gaps more than there already are gonna be. Okay, and then it says you take that bit. Did I immediately just knock it off? Where'd it go? No, it's there. Then it says you take that big bent piece. I think it's this one. And this slots into the footsie. Because that's also his hip there. Okay, I'm understanding. Am I going to peanut butter the base or keep the details? I'm going to peanut butter it just so it matches everything else. And then this goes here. So this is his leg and hip. So we want to make sure this is on the right way. Oh, okay. Yup. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. It shows me how it's supposed to go, and it says, like this. Okay, man. I mean, that seems right. It felt right. I'm just gonna leave it. Now it says, do the other footsie. Okay. So one of the footsies, I think, is one of the pieces that is missing from the sprue. I think it might be this. Oh, this isn't a footsie. This is a hand. Okay. Yeah. Sure. That was too much. There we go. Sometimes you gotta take some of the glue away. You also want to avoid putting too much so that when you touch your hand to the thing, that you're not transferring a bunch of glue to your fingers. Because see, now it's getting stuck to me. Though this is a load-bearing part, so I kind of want to put a lot, but... Bro, where are my tweezers? Where'd the part go? It fell? But there was that much glue and it fell off? There, now stay, bitch. And then I dropped the whole thing. Okay, yeah. With how sticky it is, you think I wouldn't be able to drop it. And I'm just dropping it like a motherfucker. Okay, now I can go back to this and attach that stinger piece. Really? You're already... Bro, you didn't set? How much glue did I put on you? I'm gonna have to spray it. I really don't want to. Like, I really don't want to. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna spray it. Oh my god, I have to spray it. Look, it's coming off. Look at this thing. With the lightest touch, it's moving. I let you sit over there for like 4 minutes. With a ton of glue. Oh my god, I forgot a step. Oh my god, I know why it's doing this. I'm so fucking dumb. Whenever you have a resin model like this, you want to scrub this boy with soap. Well, it's too late now. The mold release agent can fight the glue. Oh, and it's fighting, alright. I'll spray you, motherfucker. I'll do it. If I really gotta. I really don't want to, though. But you're getting sprayed now. Where do I spray this? Oh, over here. Oh, it smells so bad. Oh, it's stinky. Yuck. It works, though. It really does work. Okay. So now we have the main body assembled. It wants me to put one of the arms on. Is it the long arm or the skinny arm? I think it's the skinny arm. Where is it? Is it this? Is this the skinny arm? Yes. And he has minimal cleanup to do. That's nice. Okay. And then this attaches to our hand over here. Like this. Like this. Why isn't it going? Is the diamond shape not diamond enough? I actually don't think it is. I think it's slightly misshapen. So the diamond block isn't going into the diamond hole because the diamond block is deformed. What about now? Still no? Oh, oh, oh. Close. Close. Honestly, that's almost close enough. I'm working with the tolerances. I'm trying to get it to slot. I think that's good enough. I think that's also funny is these resin models are a lot lighter than you think they would be too. They feel lighter than the plastic even. Okay. It wants me to now glue everything together, but I don't trust that to put up to like hold the weight. So I think I'm not doing that yet. I don't think I'm gonna do that yet. Like it wants this to hold up the whole torso. And I just don't feel like it can. But also I think maybe it'll cause problems if I don't do that now. So maybe I have to. It's the bottom socket and this hip. So it goes here. To this hole. Oh God. This is hard. I almost feel like the way this is you're instructed to do this is out of order. This doesn't feel right, like it's not gonna go. What if I take this arm off that I just glued? Oh, it doesn't want to come off already? So that's set instantly then? But not the other? How? He's like here. Right? He's not that far forward, his torso, right? We're getting there. This is just gonna take some finagling. I think maybe this arm isn't turned at the right angle, like it has to be there instead. Perhaps. So if we get this arm in the socket, how close is the leg? Oh. There it is. There it is. So, okay. So it's doable. We just need to put glue on it now. And I think I'm going to move to the super glue with the brush applicator to try to stick it into the holes without having to take it all apart. Because we are very close now. Just a little dab. And then into your little socket you go. It almost stays together just out of tension. I'll show you guys once I get this pit glued where we're at and why this was so obnoxious. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's gonna come apart. So we're definitely somewhere here. Here we are. So he has one of his arms, one of his legs, and his whole torso. But I had to make sure that they were in their sockets. You could see there are little gaps here and there that I'm gonna have to fill on my own time. That's normal in these kinds of resin minis. But he's not unstable. He's not going anywhere. But yeah, he is a skinny legend, that is true. So I'll sit him up for him to keep curing. Then it wants me to now assemble the other leg. Okay. This is the foot. What do I do with my nippers? Here they are. I think we are now past the ugly stage of assembly, where I'm no longer super worried that he's going to come out looking completely wrong. He might be a bit wacky, but he won't look off, I guess. What is this? Is this an arm? Oh, it is. And then this leg is in a few parts, huh? I want... What parts? These two. All this brain activity is working up an appetite, honestly. I'm getting fucking hungry. I'm having to lock in and like really focus on this thing. Which is good. It means I'm having fun, but also it means it's a bad stream. But I am having fun. And I do think that is important. A little bit of shim here that I gotta remove. Did I poke myself there? Am I gonna bleed? I poked myself. I don't think I'm gonna bleed though. It was just a poke. If I bleed, it'll be a pinprick. I'm using both the front and the back of the knife on this. I'm poking through at the front and then scraping at it with the back. Because the stuff is so thin and brittle. These little shims that I don't really need the front of the knife to get rid of it. What's for dinner? I don't know. Okay, so I have a footsie, and you take the foot, and you take this piece, and the foot slots into this here. Okay. I kind of want Panda. I might go get Panda after stream. I haven't had Panda in a minute, and I've been kind of craving it recently. Okay. Or just come right off, Mr. Leg, even though it seemed like you were stable on there. Maybe I didn't apply enough glue. No, I definitely didn't. Let's try to just put glue in the socket. God, it stinks in here now, that fucking accelerant. You do what you gotta do. Uh-oh, Joker gas! Yeah. Then this is the other hip. So this slots here to create the knee. My fingers are getting stuck together. Galaxy gas? Yeah, not quite. I wish I had acetone on me. Just for super glue removing from finger purposes. Honestly, Connor might have nail polish remover in his bathroom. I might steal some. Okay, and that's that leg done. And the leg, it says set aside. Okay. Now we have to assemble a couple arms. Big arm now. Ooh, we get to do big arm. Hooray, big arm, big arm. This is big arm. Those little bits already seem annoying as fuck to clean after. Yeah, well, that's why I was trying to clean Oh, you mean like just clean my desk? Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention the ones that I've clipped off and have then flown across my room, never to be seen again. It's really easy to shave this stuff smooth, though, compared to the plastic, because it's so brittle and soft. There's a reason I don't buy a lot of Necromunda kits. Those Gene Stealers that I got last week, I was shocked, and I only got them because they were plastic. If I had to assemble all 6 of those guys and they were made of resin, imagine. Necromunda has very few resin kits. Very few. Oh, ew. And I poked myself. Ew, this guy is so gross. He's got, like... That's the second poke. Is that one gonna bleed? Yeah, that one will. He's got, like, a little arm holding on to the big one. Ew. Ew, he's so gross. I'll show you guys in a second. Lost your bet? I mean, it's a teeny pinprick. Look at it. It's fine. Look, he's got like this big arm. And then there's a little arm that's grown out of the side of it to help support it. That's like hanging on. Come on. Yeah, look. Ew, bro. Gross. It's got fingers and everything. Okay, and then big arm has... What does it have? It has these fingers here. These are easy. An easy part, thank God. I was starting to get frustrated with the amount of difficult connections I was having to do. This part is like as easy as it gets. It's just a bar that slots in. Still, I gotta clean up though. The tips of my fingers have so much dried super glue on them now. They're starting to be clumsy. Criticizing his mobility aid? I'm so sorry. You know what? It's time. Cancel me. It's time. It's all fun and games when you crafts or bake, but then you gotta put everything back. Yeah. Oh. Can never have too many arms? Kinda true, actually, though. Kinda spitting with that one. You might not recognize me because of the red arm, though. Okay, and it says do that. And then you take another piece, which I believe is this one. C-3PO showing up with a red arm for no reason and going, "Oh, it's me, C-3PO, but you might not recognize me because of the red arm." Awful. I'm not even sure if I can articulate why my friends and I hated that so much, but we memed on the red arm for so long. Okay. And this goes here. This. Oh, that might be the cleanest connection yet. We can extract rampant hatred of women, but we draw the line at extra arms. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'll go back. I'll stick to what I know and just make fun of women. I'll stay in my wheelhouse next time. Okay, and then it says, now we assemble the last arm, and then we have everything assembled, and then we just have to put it together. He has two big arms. I never really, looking at him, I never realized how gigantic this one was, but this is a big arm as well. Bro, I'm gonna have to scrub my hands bad after this. My fingers are very sticky. I like how in Rise of Skywalker, he has that really poignant scene of memory erasure where he says, "I'm taking one last look at my friends." And when you watch the movie, they're all dunking on him and calling him useless. Yeah, I mean, and then they, like, took it away from him. Because, like, didn't it actually just not work? R2, like, had a backup or something. So, like, that whole scene served no purpose. It was the, like, C-3PO's big scene. And it was like, no, that was it. That's it, actually. It was like manipulating you to feel bad, and then also, but also let's have a laugh, but then also it didn't matter, so if you felt bad, smile again. It was just afraid to take any risks. And a lot of people, at least in now looking back at it historically, have said that Last Jedi was like the most risky one. It took the most risks, tried to do the things that were most interesting. And even then, I have shit like that to say about it. Like, wow, that shit really just was really afraid of doing anything. Even moderately risky or interesting. I somehow forgot to click this hand. Okay. So now we have this big arm, and we take these hands and attach them. So this hand goes on the end. I should dry fit it. I should dry fit it. Don't put glue on. Dry fit this shit. And that's why you dry fit. It's a little out of the socket. Gotta shave down the peg, as it were. Shave it a little bit. Try it again. Just go here, this way, right? Here? Yeah. I felt like the emotional equivalent of Wayne's World, where he splashes his face with water and the screen flashes Oscar-worthy performance. Yeah. I hated Last Jedi, but at least it was artistic. Yeah, I also hated that film. But at least it wasn't Rise of Skywalker. Also, can we talk about how awful that is as a name for the last movie in a trilogy? Rise of Skywalker? Y'all, this is the last film. What do you mean, Rise? Surely, thanks for 12 months. Hello, Reeser. The dogs say hi. Hello, dogs. Happy 1 year anniversary of Reese's really diplomatic relations. That's an interesting way to put it. I'm not Ray. What's your name? I'm Ray. Ray Skywalker. Why would you take that name? It's like taking the name of Hitler. Why would you do that? They're just rising really slowly. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better than Ray Palpatine. That's so fucking ass, by the way. They should have kept Ray as a nobody. That was what was fun. That was what was fun and interesting about her dynamic with Kylo, because he was manipulating her background as a nobody. It's like, actually, she's a super Jedi. Ben Organa and Ray nobody? Yeah. Why the fuck is his name Solo? I have to fucking spritz this one. Fuck. Spritz. Wow, it didn't work? Maybe I missed it. Spritz. Spritz. Sometimes you gotta hyper saturate it. There we go. And like, somehow, and I know it's meme to Earth and back, but there's no way this is the best you could come up with. Somehow Palpatine returned? Bro, if you didn't watch the Fortnite event, you didn't even know he was back. Like, there's just no way. There is just no way. Trying to get this leg to go into its slot the way it's supposed to, and it is hard. So this is upside down. So if I turn it 180 degrees, this is right side up, which means something really bad has happened where he isn't right. He hasn't assembled correctly. How? How? Or am I close? Am I close? Because it looks like this is correct, like this. This. But it doesn't want to go. Which means I'm going to have to snip the peg off and just glue it into the socket. Which is unfortunate. Which is an insane sentence right there if you didn't watch the Fortnite event. I know! That's so wild. So wild. Do they really think that that's how young their audience leans? That enough of them would watch a Fortnite event? Maybe they did. Oops. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're almost done. Like, if your only experience with Star Wars is the movies, Palpatine is literally the only villain across all of them. Yep. Which is whack, because why? Why did he... We saw him get thrown into a pit and explode. Funny thing is, the TV shows that are set after the Battle of Yavin, trying to give lore explanations of how he came back. It's crazy. I didn't dry fit this and just put glue in the sockets. Hope it works, Lamau. Dipshit. Is this right? It's close. Is this right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna spritz it just in case. That's a heavy arm. Little spritzer. And now it's good. I saw Palpatine in the sky in Fortnite, clicked on Twitter, so it worked. I did too, so I guess it did. I'm about to make the same mistake. I wasn't going to dry fit this. It works, though. Honestly, the Worthy Kids animation with Yoda and Palpatine is a better explanation than anything else. I've not seen that. And it sucks, because I really do love Star Wars. I do. But anymore, it's like, damn. Shit's cooked. Ahsoka was bad. Mandalorian was good for about 30 minutes. I really like Jedi Survivor. I don't know if any of you guys have played those. The Jedi games. I like those games. Can I link it? Just put it in React. I mean, I'm not able to watch. Fuck it, throw it in here for people who want to see it. Go ahead. But I'm not going to be able to see it until I'm done with this stream. Okay. And just like that, he's quote-unquote done. I'm going to peanut butter his base, though. So, I'll put the peanut butter on, and then I'll show him off while the peanut butter is drying. He doesn't look bad now that he's assembled, but I was a bit worried there. Right, he looks right from this angle. This is the angle. Does he look like the box art? Yes. He looks right. Oh shit, I didn't scrape this knee smooth. That's a bit better. And the gaps, now that he's all together, are not awful. Not awful. And he's all together. He feels mostly solid. Okay. Peanut butter. Oh shit, I forgot to buy more peanut butter. We're really close to empty, guys. Like, I mean that. I need to buy more. I don't like these Necromunda bases. The texture is kind of cheesy. Just give me a blank base so I can do whatever I want with it. You know? Because I have to apply way more peanut butter onto this. to get it to hide the texture that the base had. Because even as caked in peanut butter as it is right now, if you look at it dead on, you can still see it. So I gotta really fucking peanut butter this bitch. Because peanut butter shrinks when it dries, so it'll start hugging the crevices, and I don't want that. Okay, that's good enough for now. Base around just a little. Lid our peanut butter. Super glue lids back on. I kind of want to glue him down. I think I will. Well, the peanut butter is still wet, so I can press him into it. Hefty amount of glue on his base. Okay. I'm gonna have to peanut butter him more while he's, once this all dries, because you can see he floats just a little. This foot isn't touching ground, and this hand, too. The hand isn't as bad, but the foot definitely needs to have peanut butter underneath it. So maybe I might be able to get some under there now, honestly. Well, again, everything is still malleable. I don't need that much. And it's a foot, so it's okay if I get peanut butter on it, because he's been walking in the dirt. It's also okay if I get super glue on a peanut butter brush, because these things are junk. But I hope this stream helped illustrate why these resin models are so much more annoying to work with. Because they are. Very annoying. This peanut butter reacts interestingly to the super glue. That's kind of fun. But we got him done, and he'll look good once he's primed. He'll look good once he's primed. Though I'll have to mask off all this peanut butter when I prime him. Which is something I didn't think of until right now. That's okay. I just got some peanut butter on his fist that I'm trying to get off. Good enough. Okay, let's take a look at him. I'm back. I had to do some work. Well, we're done. We did it. Shit. Come on. There we go. But masking, it turns out, is really easy. I just got to put aluminum foil on. You sure to hand me? Because the game she's playing has me crying. Sure. Here he is. The Mouse Strain Alpha. Look at him. He's so weird. What a weird little freak. I like him. I like him. He's fun. He's a good size, too. A nice medium-sized model. Lots of weird fucking details and disgusting pustules. Yeah. Well, 3 hours. Stream's over. Peanut butter laid down epic. I like the texture. Yeah, the peanut butter is always epic. It's always a fun thing to do, peanut butter. Always fun. Okay. Let's go raid Hammy. And then I have to go soak my hands in fucking acetone. Fuck. / raid. Pamela Hampter. Crying, stream ending. It was a fun stream though. It was fun. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back when we're back. Goodbye. Go on here now. Goodbye.